down of the legendary one, Dr. Cyrus. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Mr. Bennet.
Good evening to you, Ben, and all the listeners where my voice has been heard. I have been really advised that you have listeners in Mars, so welcome
to That's our goal. That's our goal, with modern technology and all of that. Look at you on St. Vincent, we here in Canada, way up north, and here we are connecting. Anything is possible.
You can't find ourselves to Earth. We need to make colors and carnival universal.
There you go. Well, I believe it's already universal. I mean, just about everywhere you go here in Canada, and I know in England and in Boston, other places, calypso is all over the place. I have music from Japan and Africa. Our roots from Africa, that rhythm, that drum, all of that came out of Ghana and other places. So carnival calypso is really universal, won't you say?
Yeah, it is, and I'm happy that you mentioned our motherland, because people need to know the history and the roots of calypso.
Mm-hmm.
Calypso, that's why it's so much treasured, it must be cherished, and must never be valued only in dollars and cents.
Mm-hmm.
It must be seen as an investment, because it adds to our authentic culture and traditions.
Mm-hmm.
So a rich heritage.
Mm-hmm.
So I often tell people, don't just calypso by this dollar and cents value. Yes, there are other what we call events that have activities that have taken, because we have a new generation. I just want to say, let us understand the importance of calypso to our culture heritage.
Mm-hmm. I'll get back to that point with you, because I know that you, of course, our listeners would understand why, we don't have a lot of time. But especially for our listeners, let me welcome you for the first time to the airwaves of Kankadi Radio, Bay Hill News Network, Fun City Radio, Success Radio, the family of internet stations, community radio stations, doing wonders for the Caribbean, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines and elsewhere, St. Lucia and other places. Welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you on board, albeit for a very short. And I would imagine you'll want to say hello to friends listening here in Canada, in the UK, friends in the US of A, and elsewhere, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Here's an opportunity to you introduce, because I know this won't be the first time. The mic is yours.
It is my delight. I'm honored. It's my pleasure to be on this platform where so many persons in diaspora, so many persons are listening to me. Yeah, I have a few persons I need to shout.
Mm-hmm.
I have my very good friend, Susan Small Weeks.
Oh, yes.
Who is the president of the Ottawa Association of Canada, the SBG Ottawa Association.
Mm-hmm.
There are others. I have a friend by the name of Michelle Knights in Montreal, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I have my brothers. Well, he's probably more famous than I am. I have a brother in the name of Francis Fafasili of such fame.
Mm-hmm.
He resides in Boston. I have another brother named Gary Seeley.
Mm-hmm.
The Dynamite Calypso tent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud to say that the United States have been the only Calypso tent in diaspora in the Caribbean, and they are having their preliminaries tonight, the Calypso preliminaries. They start up, they kick off.
Mm-hmm.
The 2024 Simply is National Calypso Seminar at the preliminary stage. So all my friends where you are, if I continue to call them, I'll forget some. But those who come relatively, and given that we don't have so much time. Time is of the essence. Wherever you are, you are my friend. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. And to the Martians, I say, Udutututi.
Oh my goodness.
That's what the only they will understand that.
This.
And they say, oh, they just tell me, yes, what you're saying? Oh, this has been ABBOTT's program is a wonderful program. What they said, Ben? Everybody just told me.
This is interesting. This is interesting because I am big on science fiction and all of that, and I have my own views and I don't share. Believe you me. full.
I believe we have the later side of life. When we are engaged in interviews and other things, we should be free. No inhibition. So.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for that wonderful, and I know, again, time, but I'm going to invite you. We introduced you as the president of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Calypsonians Association Incorporated. And we're getting ready. We have kicked off Carnival 2024 on St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and of course Calypsonians. And you said it nicely, the importance of the heritage of our calypsos and all of that nicely. And you are the president of the SVG Association, Calypsonians Association. Talk to us about this. What does this mean? What it is like? What it is like at the moment for Carnival 2024. At some other time we'll get back into stuff, but where are we with Calypso 2024?
Okay. As I indicated to you, my point of departure is that Dynamite Calypso Day, we are actually in the actual official, not the official 10 days, but still the official, because the fourth official event of Carnival 2024 takes place tonight in New York, Brooklyn, New York, where the Dynamite Calypso will face the judges. But before that, there were other activities. There were auditions in order to determine who the cast will be, and there have been rehearsals, and then there have been the 10 shows. In St. Vincent Grenadines, the Calypso Association is made up of 5 tents. We have 4 in St. Vincent Grenadines, namely the Graduates Calypso tent, the On-Tour Calypso tent, the Upstage Calypso tent, and the Windward Calypso tent, formerly known as the Prophets. They will not be participating in this year's carnival. When people hear name them and then they don't hear them, they're not participating this year. And of course, I just mentioned Dynamites. The 3 tents in St. Vincent Grenadines have just had 2 weeks. 2 weeks of 10 shows on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. As I indicated, we are now at the preliminary stage. So Dynamite tonight, Tuesday, the return of the Graduates, Wednesday, the turn of Upstage, and the curtain comes down on the 13th with the On-Tour Calypso tent, where 22 Calypsonians, 22 bars, male and female, will be selected to journey to Fantastic Friday, Calypso semi-finals that opens Carnival on the 28th of June. That's where Carnival officially starts, the 10 days, the June, July month we talk about. So that's where we are right now.
And this is good information. And again, time doesn't allow us, because I wish I had time to discuss around the official opening of Carnival, the 28th of June, when things have been happening before that. And just to let you know, as regards Prophets Calypso tent, I'm a foundation member, was a foundation member of that organization there in Georgetown with Gao and Anglo, who's in Toronto, and others.
One of the better compositions ever come out to say, Mr. Crazy Anglo.
And he's here. I'm sure he's listening to you this evening, and I know that I'm going to hear from him. Anglo here is in Toronto and doing well as other outstanding Calypsonians out of St. Vincent, like David Yellows Morgan. He's here in Toronto, formerly with Storm and these guys. There's so many outstanding. Norman Roberts is here in Toronto, formerly of Black Sand.
That's phenomenal basis.
Yes, exactly. So all these brothers are here flying the flag of St. Vincent and the Grenadines still.
Is the Gideon James in Canada as well? That guy with the golden voice? Is he in Canada as well?
I am not sure. Gideon was I know he's supposed to be based in Toronto, but I don't know if he's here now. But yes, Gideon, formerly of Touch. Right, but I don't know if he's here right now. But his base is really Toronto, and he moves from there. So good evening to you, Gideon. And there's so many outstanding musicians who are here in Toronto, and we'll get a chance to explore some of them following the carnival. I know you're very busy and all of that. And so.
But let me just say to add, because I'm big on this. I'm big on giving the floor. I just want to salute you for the role you're playing right now and the role you have played in our culture. You just indicated you're a founding member of the Prophets Calypso tent. And for that, I'm grateful and I salute you.
Thank you.
I recognize your contribution.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the
I won't keep you much longer. I know that, again, as president of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association, Calypsonians Association, you are part and parcel of what's happening in New York. So, are you in New York? Or are you based on your homeland?
No, I am in St. Grenadines. And the reason I'm not in New York, I made a decision. I made an informed decision not to travel to New York because the role of the president was to actually just coordinate, bring back down the scores. And I thought that, given the challenging financial times we're facing, it was better for us to use that money elsewhere. So I don't have to travel. So I've not traveled to New York except for the first time I became president in 2016.
Okay. So
that's because really the president and the president normally had traveled every year before I stopped traveling.
Are you satisfied with things are going so far for 2024 with the Calypsonians?
Well, one can never be totally satisfied, right? But it's heading in the right direction. All of us are fallible. We have our imperfections, and for me to say I'm totally satisfied for beginning the wrong signal, we send the wrong signal, and when persons hear certain thing and say, how can the president said this? And I can point to several imperfections. So we're never perfect, but they are trying their best in the circumstances. And I applaud them and I salute them because you know what? Calypso, to be involved in Calypso, it is in three words a labor of love. It is definitely a labor of love. I could say this to persons that after the end of the season, you have to pay the venue, you have to pay the musicians, you have to pay the song person, you have to pay all the other stakeholders involved in the production of Calypso. And then you come down to the Calypsonians themselves, who are the main acts of something, the end of it, nothing. In fact, some of them invest their money with no return. Those who get a little return are those who will make the Calypso semi-final. And it's just about $2,000. And those who go out so it really has been a hard road, but you have to look at these people who have toiled in the vineyard, spreading the gospel of Calypso. You have to recognize that these people have given their heart. And at the beginning, VIN, I said Calypso should never seen through the lens, military lens of dollars and cents.
That's correct.
What is its value? But rather, what it does for our country, keeping it, giving it its authentic culture, uplifting the society. So
I couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it better because, again, I understand that very well. The role of the Calypsonian, the mouthpiece of the masses, to illuminate, shed some light on the social ills, of course, with respect and not being libelous and all of that. But that has been the role of the Calypsonian throughout the ages. And I want to join you. I want to lock hearts and everything else, encouraging folks on St. Vincent and the Grenadines, those who are listening overseas in the diaspora, to encourage folks to go out and support the tents and the preliminaries and the judging at Russell's auditorium, wherever. Go out and support, because the tents, these guys need money to pay an arranger, to pay for a hall, to pay for this and backup vocals and all of that. Guys need to. I'm encouraging you, if you're not there, but if you're getting feed, you're getting streaming and all of that, send somebody back home to a family member to go and support. Go out and support the Calypsonians. I understand it quite well, and I really want to lock hearts with you on this particular issue, because Calypsonians bring to light in a way that none of us can. None of us can, in a very artistic way, and in a way to bring joy and to distress and all of that. This is to me an important point that you're making, President Bennet.
Yes, the Poor People's Newspaper. We understand that things have evolved. So Calypso don't hold the prominence it held years ago when it was the Poor People's Newspaper and spoke for the press, because with the advent of the internet and other stuff, we are inundated with all kind of information, misinformation and information. But the Calypsonians have survived that. They're not doing as well as they should, because and I want to make this point. I've always said, let me say already become often said
Hmm.
that calypso, you will know that the years that you were involved in profit. But the
Yes.
biggest show in terms of was Demonstrator.
Yes.
Big Sunday.
Yes.
It was the first and foremost king of calypso because females never used to participate.
Right.
It became the calypso when after females entered the fray. It was the biggest show bar none. Those are the glory days of calypso. In recent times, we have seen the children of calypso taking over like soca, and I embrace them because, as far as I'm concerned, calypso have three children. Kaiso, that we call calypso generally, raga soca, which I is our own. I've been reliably advised that this is the creation of the doctors Beckett and Frankie McIntosh, and I'm
Yes.
going to hold on to that. That is
Please
there,
do.
and so we understand that. And I know we don't have much of it. I say understand that, but I every time I get the opportunity, I use this analogy. Right? And the analogy is the cricket. And incidentally, we're hosting the cricket World Cup here in Silver Grenadine from the 13th.
Yes.
And that's the same day that the curtains come down on the preliminaries.
Mhm.
And there's a theme says runs and rhythm. T20 give you the runs, Calypso Carnival give you the rhythm to Calypso and Pan.
Wow. Wow. Run and rhythms.
That's the theme that they have. So, and we say, come for the cricket, stay for the carnival.
Wow. You know, go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. You know, I know you have to go. So why don't you use this opportunity now to wrap up? I love that particular theme, run and rhythm. Anything you want to say to our listeners, and we'll have you back.
Okay. Yes, I just want to say that to the listeners, as you just to echo what you have said, come out and support Calypso. Calypso needs you. And again, I want to repeat with emphasis that Calypso must not merely be seen through its dollars and cents value, but because what it does for us as a society.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have to invest in it. Much the same like how the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education do not bring in money, they're not money making ministries.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do over there in favor because the Ministry of Finance, Customs and the IRS, the Inland are bringing money. What we say, okay, that's only whole because they're bringing money, but let's abandon health and education.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because we need education and health for our society, for our citizens. So come out where you are, those of you in New York, those of you in Connecticut, those of you could come. Maybe some persons have come from Canada already. But wherever you are, you can make it tonight. Go and support the Dynamic Calypso 10. On Tuesday, the 11th, graduates. Wednesday, the 12th, upstate experience. On Thursday, the 13th, on tour. Come out in your numbers and support Calypso. I remember years ago, Lord Summers had this song, there's a meeting at the Market Square. Come out in your numbers, come out in your numbers. You know, come out in your underwear. So I used to say, when I said it,
Oh my God.
Don't go out in your underwear when I use it. The Californian men, when you sang a song, you meant come out in your underwear only.
Yes.
So, but when I visit, I realize if I don't come out in the underwear, I'm telling them not to wear underwear. So come out in the underwear because you know, everyone wear underwear under their pants and their skirts and their dresses. So come out in your numbers and support guys. So when I'm finished here in the next half an hour, I'll be journeying to Sandy.
Wow.
Because the upstate experience will be having a free concert. With them and the children from that area over the dry river, these children who qualified for the junior calypso because we must always remember, we must mention the calypso. We have a way where we can pay all the attention to the senior part of it. No, I don't do that. The junior, because without them, there's no succession plan. We don't have them, eventually calypso, so we have to have them, we have to nurture them. So come out in your numbers. Last night, they went to Cumberland and they had the great man, the ABC, Dr. Beckett Cyrus, and and I heard it was a fantastic show, a phenomenal show, a show epic proportions, and I missed it, but I missed it for good reasons. But I don't want to divulge it. But then once again, thank you, and to our would-be sponsor, because I believe we can reach out to Canada
Mm-hmm.
and ask our Canadian therefore to help us. You don't have to confine to something ingredients. In fact, I have an example.
Mm-hmm.
The Actor Association of Canada,
Mm-hmm.
the SBJ, led ably by Susan Smallby, have actually shown the humanitarian side and have given us money to give to veteran Californians. Unfortunately, it did because some of the Californians who we give has since passed on. So, of blessed memory, we have people like Jessica, we have Summers, and we have Slider.
Mm.
So, all beneficiaries because of the generosity of Susan Smallby and our organization. And we remiss of me if I want to say thank you, Susan, and your team,
Mm-hmm.
for seeing the human side of the Calypsonian and ensuring that they got something that made their lives better.
Mm-hmm.
And you have continued to salute. So again, thank you, Vin. You have given me a platform where I can reach out to my people in diaspora.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you so much. And I again, it sounds like the Suzette that we know. Suzette Weeks there with the SVG Association of Ottawa, and that's Suzette is one of our partners on Bay Hill News Network with Monte Cupida. They're on Sign Hill or Bay Hill on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Our chief engineer, and Fun City Radio with Scorpion in New York, New Jersey. Rosie Mohammed out of Sign Hill, Success Radio in Toronto, and yours truly at Kankadi Radio. That's the platform that we have. These are the members of the Bay Hill News Network, and of course we collaborate with other stations and platforms across North America and in England. We have the UK Associations of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association, headed by Chairperson Denise Stapleton out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, of course, and many other organizations with whom we work. And you talked a wee bit before I let you go about really paying attention to our youth. When we get out of this, one of our features this evening will take us to St. Lucia, where we'll be featuring the Junior Calypso, the school's national Calypso competition, and be featuring the Monarch, the youngster out of St. Lucia who won the Junior Calypso Monarch there on St. Lucia, and that's important. So important for us to pay attention to our youngsters, because continuity, as you know, is so important. I want to join all our partners in wishing you, President Bennet, all the very best. Clear your heart and everything, your soul, everything is really in cue with the art form of Calypso, and I know that you're involved in other areas of culture on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want to wish your organization, the Calypsonians, all the very best for Carnival 2024, and I hope we get an opportunity following Carnival 2024 to chat with you, to have a review, an assessment, so to speak, of how things went for Carnival 2024. We are always available. We are always here at your disposal. The Calypsonians Association. We are here in terms of whatever you're doing. We are available to you because we at Kankadi Radio believe in following the path that leads to wisdom. We are Canada Caribbean Development Initiative Radio. That's why we are Kankadi Radio. We are here at your disposal. Wherever you are listening to us, we are here for you, especially if it's all about culture and development, community development. President Bennet, thank you very much. And I know you have a long night ahead of you. Wish you all the very best. We shall be in touch.
Thank you very much, Ben, and I'm happy again. May God bless all of your loyal listeners. This is all Calvin saying thank you for bearing with me.
Come on. You were wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. See you soon.